Hi. Hi guys. Ruby has left us. Ruby has left us. There was nothing else we could do. Um, she was in terrible condition, and there was nothing that could be done for her. The moment we rescued her, it was really shocking to see her condition, her injuries, uh, the amount of maggots that were covering her, the places where the maggots were coming out from, and it was really, really horrible. And you could actually hear some noise from those things. Um, we got rid of all of those. We got rid of all of those. Actually, it happened in two phases because after we thought that we had finished, then they started coming out from another hole. I mean, next time I hear somebody saying that maggots are good for you, anyway, she was too weak. She had developed sepsis, infection, bacterial infection from all those maggots. Um, there were there was a lot of tissue, live tissue that had been eaten, and all of this created sepsis. And she started feeling weaker and weaker, and she ended up passing this afternoon. Um, I'm not even reading the comments because I just can't. Uh, Ruby is one of the very few animals that I never got to meet. She was rescued in Seville and she was taken to an emergency hospital. Thank you, Kevin. She was taken to an emergency hospital and we never managed to transport her to our hospital here. She was always too weak, and the first emergency treatments had to be done in place. Um, we never got to treat, I mean, we suspect that she had a, a vertebra issue, um, vertebra dislodged or fracture. We never got to do a CT scan or anything. She was too weak for that. We managed to do some X-rays, and they showed that there was a spinal cord issue, but we never got to see it more in depth. Um, it was all an effort to stabilize her, to give her fluids, to give her antibiotics, to give her painkillers uh, without weakening her so much that it was a fine balance. Um, in the end, she ended up becoming progressively weaker. We could see it this morning. We were started to worry, and it had got worse during the day, and she passed away this afternoon. Um, she wasn't euthanized. She passed on her own, um, with the nurses next to her. Uh, she was just too weak. She extinguished herself like a candle. Now, lessons to learn from Ruby's case. I mean, nothing. We would have done nothing differently. I mean, it was a first emergency response rescue, and there is really nothing very creative you can do. Um, and we will have done the same, and we've done the same thing that we always do. The lessons to learn from this rescue are different. Ruby is a cautionary tale for everybody that has watched her videos. From now on, if you ever see an injured animal on the road, don't assume that she's dead, please. This must be her legacy. A group of people around the world that from this moment on, they will stop. You will stop on the road. You will take precautions. You will drive a bit further down and you park if you can by the side of the road, the highway, whatever it is, when it's safe, and you walk. You will make sure that this dog or cat or whatever it is dead or alive. You will make sure. Promise me that. Because to think of Ruby suffering for so many days by the side of the road whilst being eaten alive by maggots is too painful for me to think. And I never got to meet her. I never got to meet her. Linda did. When she was treating her at the hospital, Linda was actually bitten by Ruby. She was in such a desperate position that she felt that we were trying to harm her, and she bit her. And Linda bled from her fingers, and I am sure she doesn't regret it at all. She would like to be bitten as many times as needed for a case like this. So promise me, T. Brooks, thank you. Promise me that you will stop your car. You will take every necessary precaution, but you will stop your car. You will not assume that the animal is dead. If he's dead, you will take his body and then you will take his or her body. Mimi, Mimi, Mimi. If he's dead, you will take his body and dispose it somewhere and do whatever you have to do. But please stop. Mimi, please. So that's the sad news today. Um, Nothing else more I can say. I cannot give you any. Really, we never had the chance to do much else than stabilize her, and it was a fight against whatever it had been done by those maggots. This is why yesterday's video I was so pissed off. If people were just trying to convince me that they were good medically. No, 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 not good. These guys were eating her. Anyway, I think uh, I think it's okay for today. I'm really sorry. I want to thank all of you that made this rescue possible, or this attempted rescue possible. We could go all the way. We could make sure that she received the best care possible. There were people with her 24 hours. She was in a 24-hour open hospital on in a smaller city in the south. I never got to meet her. I would have loved her to come over here to be driven and to be given treatment here, but we didn't have that chance. She would have died on the road. So, Mimi, respect, please. I think it's enough. My doggy. Mimi, it's okay. Come on. Okay. You guys are amazing. Really. You guys are amazing. You're all over the place. You're all over the world. And you never fail to help. And I want to thank you for this. I really want to thank you for this. So, do I count on your promise that you will stop? You will stop. Mimi, come on. She wants to say hello. Wait. Mimi, say hello to your friends. Come on. Look at her. Jesus, my God. Mimi, okay. Anyway, that's Mimi. All right. So I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna tell what happened to my Spanish-speaking community, and that's it. And tomorrow will be another day. Uh, we're going to go into surgery with Nano on Friday. So yeah, fingers crossed for him. Okay, guys, lots of love. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be in a much better mood. Hopefully, take care.